One of my favorite channels on YouTube is San Joaquin Valley. He put out a video on Instagram today and he asked a question. He said, so how do we get rid of that one bad cop? And I made a video earlier that shows the direct effects of what one bad cop does to our culture and does to our society. Now, if you've been keeping up with the philosophies that I've been espousing, they are not mine. I do not own them. I did not create them. I'm not that smart. I'm just a regular guy. However, I did read the philosopher Jean-Jacques Rousseau, and I also read Montesquieu, and I also read a guy named John Locke. These are the founding Enlightenment thinkers of our country. These are the guys who had the principles and the philosophies that set the tone of our country, that our country is founded on liberty and that our country is founded on checks and balances. And the reason why we have such disarray with the criminal justice system and police is because it was set up to imprison people of color. I've shown you the laws on the wall. The laws were set up to lock up people of color. That's a simple fact. So how do we get rid of that one bad cop? Because currently the police union will protect a bad cop like Anthony Piercy, who murdered Brandon Ellingson, and then they will rehire that cop and give him his back pension. We have to instill, so if this is the policing agency, notice it's the smallest building. We don't need as many cops as we have. We need a quarter of the cops that we have. We need to redistrict all policing zones based on a digital layout. And we don't need 75 different policing agencies, and we don't want them. We don't want them. The people no longer want that. We don't want that. So in the second agency here, this third-party agency oversees policing. They collect all the body cam footage. They get all the body cam footage directly. And these folks are on-site auditors of police. They literally film every interaction a cop has with any person at any time. Police have to check in with them before they do a stop because we need checks and balances so badly. We're so out of control, and you know that, and I know that. Now, I call this the Montesquieu Agency because he wrote the books on checks and balances. Or was it Jean-Jacques Rousseau? You know, I just can't remember. Does it matter? There was a book written by our Enlightenment thinkers called Checks and Balances, and we're not using it. And the result is death and a lynching system that just puts you in prison, puts an F on you, and you can never get a job again. So the Montesquieu building, this building that oversees police, audits them, physically audits them, this agency has subpoena power and arresting power. They can physically interact between police and citizens when the police are attacking people. And we've seen it too many times. Now, the Montesquieu Agency, upon its inception, is tied directly to the police union. They are not the same agency. There are no ex-police in here. These guys work with the police union to set the policies of the police union. What that means, San Joaquin Valley, is that these guys decide whether a cop should be on the street or not the police union. The police union we have seen is corrupted to the core. The Fraternal Order of Police is the most disgusting agency in America. I've never seen anything worse. That pig in New York, who's that pig? I can't remember, with the slick back hair, just a disgusting pig. We will never get rid of bad police as long as we only have one policing agency, and that's it. And they have total authoritarian control over everything and everybody, and they will punish themselves, they'll police themselves, they'll do. Ahmaud Arbery, this is the police. Was Ahmaud Arbery's murder investigated or not? No, it was not. It was not. Until the press and the media and everybody got involved, because the police are corrupt to the core. Because we've given them absolute power. It's not their fault. You can barely see it. There's the tip of the sign right there. Absolute power corrupts absolutely. So when we start the Montesquieu Agency, this directly interacts with the police agency. The Montesquieu Agency essentially becomes the police union. And if they don't, then we break their union and we break the police union. Because this is bullshit. And we've all had enough of it. I want checks and balances. I want Montesquieu. I want the Montesquieu Agency created that has checks and balances over police, that can get rid of bad cops before they hurt or kill thousands and thousands of people over their career. This isn't rocket science, and these aren't my ideas. These ideas belong to Montesquieu, John Locke, and Jean-Jacques Rousseau, men far smarter than me, and likely far smarter than you. We have a constitution and a Bill of Rights that sets an ideal and a standard that's based on liberty and freedom and independence. And we have a roughshod police organization that we've given absolute power to that is destroying our American culture. We just keep doing the same thing over and over again and again, all day long. Same thing again and again and again. Let's do it again. Let's do it again. What's going to happen today? Police are going to murder and kill someone, and then the police union is going to protect them. There it is. How are things going? They're going like shit because we don't have checks and balances put over the police that have subpoena power, arresting power, and entered the police union to set the guidelines of what is acceptable in policing in America in 2021. The police union standards were created in 1929 with August Vollmer. Look it up. So San Joaquin Valley, forgive me for getting so excited. We need a third-party agency called the Montesquieu. And then we need another third-party agency called the Locke Agency that oversees district attorneys and has to approve of all police warrants. So you have two different agencies now overseeing police agency. Why is that? Because we need checks and balances on top of checks and balances. All right, that's good.